We're back, guys. We are so back, and we're winning. We are winning. That's always the case. So anyway, I hope you guys have been really loving the videos. We've been kicking butt, cranking them out, having so much fun. And you guys are just really selling your services like crazy over there, which is always so exciting. So just kind of wanted to pop back in. Today we have a really good video. We know every video we put out is good. But I think today the most important thing, just speaking with bookkeepers and tax preparers and potential ones, one thing that they're really worried about is selling your services, right? And without feeling salesy, because you're coming from an analytical side. You're coming from the side of your brain where you're really number oriented and you don't want to come across as salesy and lose the deal. You don't even like the name. The name freaks you out, right? Sales, horrible, right? So today's video, we're basically just going to go over how to get clients without feeling salesy. So most accountants and tax preparers, I think you guys struggle to get clients for one reason, is that you're going in there and you're thinking, oh, I need to sell this person on something. When all actual reality is you're talking too much about what you do, and you avoid asking for the business altogether. And you lose clients that should be a close pretty much every single day. So don't go in there thinking I have to sell. You're going to talk too much about what you do, and you're going to focus too much on selling instead of closing, if that makes any sense. So if you've ever been on a call and you've thought, hey, I don't want to sound pushy, I just want to help them, but then they say, let me think about it, this video is probably going to resonate a lot with you. So guys, here's the truth. You're not selling, actually, especially with the services that you offer. I mean, think about it. You're helping someone maintain their business. You're making sure they're compliant. You're doing all the right things. You're diagnosing a problem, and then you're offering a solution. That's really all you're doing. So when you think about it from that angle, it becomes less about manipulating and salesy and all that weird stuff that freaks everyone out. You kind of get away from that. So if I could focus on diagnosing and offering a solution, and if you follow the sales framework that I teach, I think you'll be pretty good at diagnosing problems. So one thing you don't want to do when you get in there, and I think most accountants really start like this, is you just kind of get in the meeting and you're like, well, listen, what I do, or just meet someone in person. I do bookkeeping, I do tax prep, I help businesses stay organized. Guys, that doesn't close clients. Honestly, they don't really care about your services. They care about not overpaying taxes, not feeling stressed, and not being confused about their numbers. So instead of something so simple like I do bookkeeping, why don't you say something like I help business owners understand their numbers so that they can make more money and stop guessing. Boom. Sell the outcome, not the task. Got to sell the outcome, not the task, guys. That's selling the outcome. Selling the task is I do bookkeeping. Selling the outcome is I help business owners understand their numbers so they can make more money and stop guessing. Right? Come on. I'll give you three questions here. These are three killer questions. I think you're going to love this, actually. Question one, write it down. I call it the current situation. Okay? The current situation. Walk me through how you're currently handling your books or taxes. Why? That gets them talking. It shows you where they're at, right? So that's part of diagnosing the problem. We want to move them towards a solution. Well, how do I do that? I need to know their current situation, right? Okay. The next question that you kind of want to move into, I'd write down the problem. Okay, the problem. What is the problem? John, what's been the most frustrating part about that? You go deeper. Well, what happens because of that? How's this affecting your business? Write that down. What's been the most frustrating part about that? Confirm and expand. They say something. What happens because of that? How's that affecting your business? And now, what do you know? They're foaming at the mouth, right? You got them where you want them. They're telling you everything. So understand this. You're not looking for information. You're looking for problems, right? You want to be very precise and surgical about your communication with people. So understand that you're not looking for information, you're looking for problems, right? Let's go to the question. Let's go to the next question. Question 3. So I call it the future, and I believe this is your edge, actually. Anyone in sales, this is your edge. Just understand this and write it down. Guys, paying it for them. If it was fully handled for you, what would that allow you to focus on? Okay, so then they're going to respond. Boom. Now I'll say it again. If that was fully handled for you, what would that allow you to focus on? And then they're going to start saying, oh, I'd be able to focus on production. I'd be able to focus on hiring new people. I'd be able to focus on learning the new laws. Like all those things. I'd spend more time with my family, right? These are the things you want to get them to drum up and start talking, right? And it takes it from logical, boom, we're an emotional, right? And more deals get done, the more blood's pumping, the more emotions flowing, right? So again, paint it for them. Talk about growing their business. Talk about more time. Talk about less stress. Talk about more moolah, right? More money, less stress, more time, growing their business. Just write that down. Those are 4 great things that I can always pivot to and say how I can use these to paint with after downloading that information we just covered, right? And guys, this is where the client starts to see the value. You need to connect their service, connect your service to their problem. So you're not really pitching, so to speak. Guys, you're connecting. Just think, this is just conversation, really. I'm just talking through something with someone. I'm figuring out what's going on with their business. They're the owner. What do they have fear about? What do they have pain about? What would they like to improve on? How can my value, the value that I bring, improve their quality of life, improve their business, right? Guys, so remember, you don't pitch, you what? Boom, you connect. Okay, so here's a good example for you guys. I write these down. I'm ripping these things off. You guys need to be pausing and coming back and rewinding. So John, based on what you told me, you're dealing with X. It's costing you Y. What we do is handle that for you so you can, boom, their future outcome. I'll say it again. John, so based on what you told me, you're dealing with X and it's costing you Y. What we do is handle that for you so you can achieve their future outcome that they talk to you about. It's simple, it's clean, it's powerful. That's it. All right? Guys, the title of the video is How to Close Without Feeling Salesy, right? None of this is salesy. All right, we're just asking them questions. We're getting to know them and we're helping them out. If you do it the right way, I don't think you'll ever sell anyone. I think you'll serve a lot of people and make a lot of money, right? So remember that your perspective of what you're doing is going to impact your behavior and how you talk and how you come across to people. So the last thing you want to do is tell yourself you're being salesy. Follow a framework that works. Believe in yourself. Understand you're serving people. Find the problem. Diagnose it. Solve it. This isn't salesy. So guys, this is where most accountants freeze, actually, down in the close. Okay? You start getting all weird. You start talking weird. Your tonality drops. Can't have that, right? Here's a simple close for you. Go ahead and write this down. If I can help you get this handled, do you want to move forward today? Or would you like me helping you fix this right now? You can onboard me today. We'll get this going. We'll get all of those holes plugged up. You can sleep like a baby at night. Bam, baby, they're in. Come on, what are we doing? So guys, remember, you're not being pushy. You're leading someone to a better quality of life. You're leading someone to mental clarity, right? You're actually leading them to a better relationship with people because they're less stressed about their business. Ultimately, you're helping someone be a better person simply by doing their taxes and doing their accounting. So one thing I really want to stress, because I know how you guys think, is you do not need to be an aggressive salesperson to grow your business. What you need to do is become elite at diagnosing problems through conversation and tailoring your presentation with the services you know, how I can help solve this problem, and only speak to that as everything's achievable, profitable, and easy. Get them to talk through good questions, and you don't need to be aggressive. You don't even need to think like I'm being a salesperson. Actually, step into the identity of this fulsome bookkeeper, this fulsome accountant or tax preparer, and part of your job is to serve people. How do I serve people? Well, I got to help them see their problems, and then I'm going to solve them. I'm serving them. So you just need to ask better questions, actually listen to people when they're talking. When you're doing sales for the first time, especially when you're a new bookkeeper, a new tax preparer, and this is all new for you, one thing you're going to really struggle with at first is premeditating what you're going to say a lot of times, right? Because you're following in the system and everything. But if you actually listen to people, you'll be able to truly hear them and make them feel understood, right? And then when people feel understood, that develops trust. So what they do is they lean in more to you. Okay, so remember, ask better questions, actually listen, and guide people to a solution, because the truth is people already know they need help. They're just waiting for someone they trust to lead them. So go ahead, and I hope this video helps you guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. And then also remember, if you already offer tax, or you already offer bookkeeping, you already offer advisory, you can add our certifications we offer at Universal Accounting Center. Boom! Grow that revenue, baby. Get that thing up there. So, or if you're starting a new business, this is brand new, you're a nurse, you're a truck driver, one of those things. I don't know how you found this video, but either way, go ahead and look us up and reach out to me. We'll get you certified. We've got wonderful coaches, post-certification, all the things you need to be successful. So love working with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think.